My people, greetings to everybody. Be your boy, Babs TV. Just subscribe, man. Just subscribe, and let's get it started, man. Let's go, man.
Mami bodu no pa pesa. Mami bodu no pa. Mami bodu no pa pesa.
I want to talk on a serious issue. We didn't bring comedy today. I know most of you have been seeing this video circulating on social media, but I just want to break it down. Today. I want to talk about this. I want to cut it into pieces and then share my mind. You also bring your mind on the comment below.
IMF, World Bank, all other institutions, they make African countries jump through hoops. Loans will never be able to pay. The US, when they borrow money, they're getting it in 1.5, 1.9 interest rate. Africans, when they get the same amount of money, they're paying 9, 10%. The people who don't need a break, they get a break. The ones who need a break, they don't get a break. The sheer survival of the World Bank, IMF, is based on the fact that African countries and many other developing countries do not succeed. Their success is based on our failure. That has to change. And guess who can make that change? We, the children of Africa, we, the Africans, are the ones who have to say, we know your game now. Enough is enough. We're not playing it anymore. And this is where the diaspora come in. There are more Ghanaian doctors in New York City than in the entire country of Ghana. There are more Nigerian doctors in LA than in the entire country of Nigeria. So let's be serious here. What Africa needs is capacity. And that capacity is in the diaspora. So it behooves us to bring the diaspora together. Let them understand what is really going on in our Africa. Diaspora are not going home. Diaspora are angry about Africa because they are not understanding the root cause of why Africa is where it is today. They think getting rid of a president will take care of the problem. Far from it. That president is just going to be replaced by another one who's going to equally suffer from the same difficult environment to work in. So let's look at an Africa that must be free to take care of herself, an Africa that's free from exploitation from outsiders. The multinationals who are stealing from Africa every day in broad daylight. I use an example of the DRC. If you ever fly very low over the DRC, you'll see tarmacs in the jungle. You'll see 747s flying into DRC, picking up minerals and flying right out. The same multinationals are responsible for arming young people and giving them MK-16s. Because why? Their satellites in the skies are telling them where that village is. There are lots of diamonds. So what do? Arm young people, drag them up, and send them to go chop off a few heads. The rest of the village runs away, so they come behind and do their illegal mining. We black people must understand what is really going on. Because what we are shown instead is, oh, look at those Africans killing each other. There are some serious games that have been played in Africa for far too long. And once we understand that, we can strategize as to how we can begin to bring the difference and bring the change that Africa needs. And that change can only come if the African diaspora are united. And the Wakanda villages, as I call them, it is our organized way of saying, starting with one African diaspora center of excellence, it will be a new city, a developmental hub that we can then take from there. Every sector is developed. Take healthcare. How many doctors do we need in this region to take care of this many people? We pick up education, same thing. We pick up engineering. We pick up electricity. How many megawatts of power do we have in the region? How many do we need? Be it solar, be it wind, be it hydro, be it geothermal, be it nuclear.
You see, the truth behind African success is our leaders. We don't have strong leaders like Idi Amin. We don't have strong leaders like Kwame Nkrumah. We don't have strong leaders like Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru Kenyatta, sorry, it's not Uhuru Kenyatta. This Burkina Faso president, what is his name? Sankara. We don't have strong leaders like Kwame Nkrumah. Africa, children, is suffering. Africa, God has really blessed us. God has really blessed us with everything. But because of we have some of stupid leaders, the leaders where they just think only their mind and their family. The leaders don't think the future of Africans. Look, we've been hustling since Adam and Eve time, Africa, till now. What are we gaining? The Western countries has come to us to colonize. They come first for trading. Later on, it become human trafficking. Now they call it human trafficking. But the olden days, they call it slave trade. Now they call it human trafficking. Do you understand? We stay Africa. If you want to know the billions, or I can say the richest continent in the world is Africa. Listen, without Africa, there's not going to be an Europe or Asia or America. It's we Africans that they took to go and build their country. And they put slave mental in our brain. And our leaders are still following that. But the Westerns, they already upgrade up. See what this woman just said right now. What our African Union, they are doing. You go and borrow money. All the time, we Africans, we are the people that borrowing. All the time. We Africans. All the time. It's we Africans that borrow money from World Bank. When you get the World Bank, then if you can't pay, they say, yeah, they are going to mine or to take your natural resources. For some years, with the profits, they are gaining with the profit. And we will go and still borrow the profit on top. And they will come still again. This is real issue. Please, I want this video to go the whole world, even the Africans leaders, the AU. What are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing? See China. China is really maltreating Africans. They want to use an Africa as their second home. Or they want to recolonize Africans. Our people just sit down. What they are maltreating our fellow Africans in China, they are just sitting down. Say they see nothing wrong about that. But while Chinese in our homeland, Africa, maltreating us in Africa. That's why sometimes I love Nigerians. I love East Africans like Kenya, like Uganda, like Burundi, Tanzania, Zimbabwe. See Ethiopia. There is no country has colonized Ethiopia. They still live. They have their everything. In my language, or in Ghana accent, they say that if you are passing through and you hear someone is advising, giving a good advice to his or her daughter, or his children, or her children, you take the good ones inside and put in your pocket, because it can help you in future. Africa, if we don't stop this nonsense, this borrowing, we will not survive or progress in the world. You understand? I don't want to say much. I don't want to say much, but I just want to say I want to end this conversation here. So if anybody of you have any idea, just leave it on the comment section. I'll read them and then I'll recorrect it in future or the next video I'm bringing up. Just try to subscribe Babs TV. I greet you.
Mami bodu no pa pesa. Mami bodu no pa. Mami bodu no pa.